the John Muir Way and the John Muir Link, 187 miles in 12 days from Helensburgh to Dunbar and Coburn's Pass. Day 2, Balloch to Edenmill, 16 miles. Setting off on my day's walk along the southern shore of Loch Lomond in Balloch. Yellow flag irises, which are believed to have numerous medicinal properties, including anti-inflammatory, analgesic, antioxidant, and antimicrobial ones. However, some parts of the plant are toxic and should be avoided. Also, silverweed, which has astringent and antispasmodic properties and is used in herbal medicine for treating digestive complaints, sore throats and minor skin wounds. Balloch Castle, an early 19th century Tudor Gothic mansion, currently derelict. Chilean lantern tree and Korean fir cones in the grounds of Balloch Castle. The wildflowers along the trail were phenomenal. Here is bracken, which is believed to be the most common plant in the world, and red campion. The crushed seeds of red campion have traditionally been used for treating snake bites. The plant also has a high saponin content and has consequently been used for making soap. Welsh poppy, which is slightly poisonous. Herb Bennet, which has astringent, antiseptic and anti-inflammatory properties. Yellow pimpernel, an evergreen perennial which has protective magical properties but no known medical uses. Herb Robert, which has astringent, anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial properties. I wanted to take this one home with me. Here he is with his mates. Great view looking back towards Loch Lomond and the Trossachs. Heading towards the Kilpatrick Hills. The small mound in the middle distance with a group of fir trees just to the left of it is the Wangy Rock Chasm, which I explored 5 years ago during a visit to Finwich Glen of Outlander fame. Top of a long climb and views towards Loch Lomond and the Burn Crooks Reservoir. Heath milkwort, which has been used traditionally as an expectorant, diuretic and mild laxative. Burn Crooks Reservoir. Another view of Burn Crooks Reservoir. I arrived an hour early for my taxi pickup at the Edenmill Cafe and Plant Nursery, partly because somehow I had made good time along the trail and partly because I was gunning for the cafe there. My breakfast coffee had been disastrous, and someone had told me that the garden centre had nice coffee and cake, and indeed they did. It was a great way to decompress after my 16-mile walk, which had a fair bit of gradient and provided me with a good workout. I had an interesting taxi driver who proceeded to tell me all about the accidents that walkers have in the area, which are mainly caused by people trying to climb Ben Lomond without suitable clothing and footwear. Due to a lack of accommodation along the trail in this area, my taxi took me to Drimmen for the night. Drimmen was looking distinctly gloomy on my arrival because it was pouring with rain and all the hikers were holed up in the local pubs and B&Bs. I first visited Drimmen when I walked the West Highland Way in 2013, and then again in August 2021 when I walked the Rob Roy Way. Drimmen used to be a sleepy rural village serving the local farming communities, and it was quiet during my first 2 visits, but today it has turned into hiker city as tourism to the area has burgeoned, and local businesses are now providing services which conjure up images of conveyor belt-like services. Please see my Day 3 video for the continuation.